Hi, I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music. Today, in fingerboard geometry, we'll be looking at minor triads on strings 2, 3, and 4. First, we'll look at fingerings, and then we'll do some exercises. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, today in fingerboard geometry, we're going to look at minor triad inversions across strings 2, 3, and 4. If you have not seen my fingerboard geometry videos on the octave, the minor third, and the perfect fifth, you might want to check those out just to refresh your fingerboard geometry knowledge. You will need the minor third and the fifth to construct these chords. We're going to start with the fingering for G minor, so I'm at the 5th fret here on the root G. And we'll be playing the G minor triad inversions going up the neck. Now, I suggest this method for my students if you're trying to find where these different inversions are located. If you start by playing the triad horizontally across the fingerboard first, this can help you locate the different inversions. So for example, my root G is here at the 5th fret. So here's the G again under my index, and then the minor third is always 3 frets higher, so the next inversion will be located here. And then from the minor third, the 5th is always 2 whole steps. That puts me at the 12th fret. So try playing the triad across the fingerboard first. And these would be the different locations for your inversion. So here is root position, root, minor third, 5th, and then here we have minor third, 5th, and root. And the last fingering would be 5th, root, and minor third. Root position, first inversion, second inversion. Now let's look at fingerings for C. So for C minor, we're not going to start with the root position chord. That might make it a little bit more difficult, but if you want to trace your triad out first from the root, you could. Here is C, and the minor third is 3 frets up. That's E flat, and the 5th is 2 whole steps higher than that. That's G. So actually we're going to start with the G in the bottom, so let's move this G down an octave, and that puts us here, and G is our 5th. So we would start down here with this inversion. This is the 5th in the bass, otherwise known as second inversion. And then our next inversion would actually be root position. So root, minor third, and 5th. And then finally we have first inversion like that. Now let's try these for D minor. D minor, we're going to start with the first inversion here. So here's my minor third. And now I have the second inversion. And then I have root position. So there's my D. So notice we're just recycling the same 3 shapes for all the triads. Now let's look at 1, 4, and 5 positioning of these chords. So very often when you're in a minor key, the 1 chord, 4 chord, and 5 chord are all minor. So it's useful to be able to find those 3 chords in a grouping. If our 1 chord is in root position, in this case G minor, the closest 4 chord would be right here, C minor, and the 5 chord could be played here, D minor. So again, that puts the 1 chord, root position, 4 chord, second inversion, 5 chord in first inversion. Let's go up to the next grouping. So now I've got the 1 chord in first inversion. That's G minor first inversion. My 4 chord C minor is in root position. And and my 5-chord D minor is in second inversion. And finally, I'll put the 5 in the bass for the 1 chord here. So this is second inversion. So G minor, the 1 chord. And then the 4 chord is C minor. That's first inversion. And the 5 chord is in root position. Let's look at another key. So now let's try E minor. I'm going to start with the first inversion E minor. So there's my root. My third is at the bottom. So first inversion E minor. The 4 chord is A minor, so I'm going to use root position. And my 5 chord is B minor, so I'm going to use second inversion for that. So 1, 4, 5. Now to the next set of inversions. Now the E chord in second inversion. So E minor. A minor is going to be in first inversion. And B minor is going to be in root position. 1, 4, 5. And the last set of inversions are up at the 12th fret, so we have E minor in root position, A minor in second inversion, and B minor in first inversion. So we have 1, 4, 5. Now, let's look at the exercises. For the exercises, we'll be playing all 12 roots in all 3 inversions using the circle of fifths. If you're not sure what the circle of fifths is, please watch my video on the circle of fifths. Otherwise, I've given the order here in this video. So now, you're going to start with the root C and play all 3 inversions of C minor. It doesn't really matter where you start, but I'm going to start just right here. So this is C minor in second inversion. Then you go to the next inversion, so that would actually be root position. And then first inversion. Then you continue through the circle doing the same thing. So then you would go to G. That was root position. Now first inversion. And now second inversion. Then you move to D. All 3 inversions. And so forth. Let's get a look. Alright, for the second round of exercises, we'll be playing the 1 chord, 4 chord, and 5 chord in close proximity through the circle of fifths using all 12 minor keys. So again, circle of fifths, we start with C. I've given the order in the video here. C minor, so C minor, F minor, and G minor are the 1, 4, and 5. So let's look at that. So we have C minor, and then we have F minor and G minor. Then you go to the next set of inversions. So C minor, F minor, G minor, and then finally C minor, F minor, G minor. Then you go on to the next key in the circle. So a fifth away from C is G, so you do G minor, that's the 1, C minor is the 4, D minor is the 5, next set of inversions, G minor, C minor, D minor, G minor, C minor, D minor. Then you continue around the circle of fifths. Let's get a look. That's it for minor triads on strings 2, 3, and 4. I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.